everyone, we're currently in San Francisco and about to take a ferry across to Alcatraz, the world's most famous prison. Unfortunately, we forgot our camera, so we apologise for the phone footage and bad audio, but we couldn't resist sharing this experience with you all.
Welcome to the road Bech and calls.
The ferry ride was a mix of fun and freezing. We even caught a glimpse of the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. Now, get ready for some intriguing Alcatraz facts that you probably haven't heard before. Did you know that in late 1969, a group of Native American activists called the Indians of All Tribes occupied Alcatraz Island for over 19 months? They were protesting the treatment of Native Americans and demanding the return of the island, build an establishment of a cultural center. Although their immediate demands were never met, their occupation brought attention to Indigenous rights and inspired future activism. It was a powerful moment in Native American history.
Gets one from the back.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We've got our map and we're ready to go. This is the first section we walk through, the Sally Port and Guard House. It is the main entrance and exit for prisoners. The island is home to over 200 different species of birds, and during our visit, it was nesting season. Yeah, big seagull. Massive. Did you know that Alcatraz wasn't initially constructed as a prison? It started as a military fort way back in the 1850s. Evolved to a military prison in 1907 and finally became a federal prison in 1934. Not only did we enjoy the stunning view of San Francisco and the weathered old buildings, but we also marveled at the fascinating history behind each structure, like the electric shop that stood strong against the relentless elements. We got to peek inside the Officers Club, known as the Social Hall, or what remains of it today. The officers and their families that lived on the island had a place to hang out and hold events. Built in 1910, this building along with several others on the island burned down in 1970 during the Indian occupation of the island. Here's another fascinating tidbit. The families of prison officers actually resided on the island, and the children would commute to school by boat every day. The next section we arrived to find was the warehouse and power plant. We couldn't go inside, but we could peek through some windows. Built in 1912, the power plant generated all their electricity and powered the water pumps for all the island's needs, like cooking, drinking, bathing, producing steam heat, watering the gardens, and fighting fires, which brings us to the Alcatraz Fire Brigade, which was manned by prison guards. They had their very own 1934 Diamond T fire engine, a 130 horsepower Hercules engine, and a narrow wheelbase designed to make sharp turns. Ahead of us is the old industrial workshops and laundry building that provided paid work for the prisoners. There is seagulls nesting everywhere, and this one is acting like a guard to this building. The nest is right there on the step. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really nice here, eh? Look at all the flowers. Wow.
This place is pretty cool. Pretty big island.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was this big.
We're heading up to the entry of the cell blocks. Ronnie found a huge crack in the pavement, which looked like a very deep hole.
That's a dark hole.
Wouldn't want to lose anything down there. Definitely wouldn't be getting it back. We come across the morgue, and interestingly enough, during the prison years, it was only used once, just to store a deceased prisoner that missed the last boat of the day off the island. During the federal prison time of Alcatraz, from 1934 to 1963, there was 1,576 inmates processed, 90 correctional officers. There had 53 rules and regulations prisoners were given on arrival. There had been 4 wardens, and in all this time, there were 14 escape attempts, which we will learn more about shortly. When you first enter the prison, you'll find the shower block. This is where you can grab an audio device that shares captivating stories from former Alcatraz inmates. It's a unique way to immerse yourself in the history of the prison.
Look at the bar. That's the thing, you gotta watch it, mate. The soap?
Yeah, soap's still in there. We highly recommend getting the little booklets for just $1. Even if you don't read them right away, they make a great little souvenir and a nice read to enjoy later at your hotel.
Oh, so that was the piping and stuff between. That's behind all the cell blocks. So I'd say they would have showered and that in their sinks. Yeah, just pommy wash.
In D Block, you'll find the isolation cells reserved for the most dangerous and violent inmates. There were 36 segregated cells where men received food, healthcare, but were confined for 24/7. Depending on the offence, a stay in D Block could last from a few days to several years. And for the most severe disciplinary action, there were 6 cells well known as the Hole, where inmates were kept in complete darkness. Stepping inside those cells was captivating, and reading the prisoners' accounts of their time in the Hole gave a unique perspective on their experiences.
This is the library. Yeah, that's what I said, there's bullet holes.
No, they look deliberate.
Oh no, that's not bullet holes. But see up here?
Yeah, that's definitely.
See in the walls?
There's not like fibre to like block out sound. One
Yeah,
of the areas.
it's sound deadening. 15,000 volumes in the library. So some prisoners probably completed the library, like read every single book.
They weren't allowed any books with sexual, violent, or criminal references.
Really tall in here. Checkers on his little table. Yep. So the tables did fold down in a way. So you have more room for activities. This is it. You can hand something through the little hole. So they'd have a chair on either side and that's it.
I wonder how many people punched that.
Yeah, well, it's had some abuse. Look at it, it's all cracked.
The prison escape of Frank Morris and brothers Clarence and John Anglin is the most fascinating part of Alcatraz. They cleverly crafted papier-mâché heads resembling themselves and escaped through ventilation ducts that they dug using spoons, saw blades, and an improvised electric drill made from a motor of a vacuum cleaner. To mask the noise, Frank Morris played his accordion during the cell block music hour. They made their escape on a makeshift raft out of stolen raincoats. During the search, remnants of their raft and personal belongings were found. It is believed that they drowned and were carried away by the strong currents of the bay, but has never been confirmed. So, they may have made it.
That head, Stacey, is the head that they used. The papier-mâché head.
Yeah.
That they used to make them look like they were in there sleeping.
Yeah.
But they used spoons to dig out. Yeah. Well, they got nothing but time. There's another one. Oh, so they actually got out.
Yeah.
Oh, get out.
They escaped because didn't they like go off on a boat and then they assumed that they all died, right?
Oh, is this the ones that... I don't know.
Yeah.
Is this the ones that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The ones that escaped in the boat?
Yeah.
Ah, so this is how they got out. Oh yeah, it is. It is about the raincoat escape. Yeah. Clarence Anglin, John William Anglin, because they were brothers, and Frank Lee Morris.
Was in jail by 13. He was in jail by his age.
Yeah.
He was in jail at that age.
Yeah, little punk.
They got locked up.
Little punk. Warden James A. Johnston, Warden Edwin B. Swoop, Warden Paul J. Madigan, Warden Owen G. Black.
After leaving the warden's office, we didn't find much to see in there. We made our way out to the front of the building, where you'll spot the warden's residence, well, what's left of it on the left. The lighthouse on the right is the perfect spot to snap a beautiful photo of the San Francisco Bay. We eventually went back inside to continue our exploration, this time checking out the dining hall.
March 21st, 1963. The last breakfast on the menu.
Oh wow.
Where you're sitting here, well, where you're standing right now is the mess hall, so this is where all the
Tables and
chairs
stuff.
were. And then there's the kitchen.
So where would they be served their food though? In there? At that window?
No, just here, see?
Oh, just there. Oh, where those people are.
And you have to stay on which side of your block
Yeah,
is your room. If you walked over the other side, that's when you got trouble.
yeah. You had to stay in your, your area.
Wash your hands though, before food.
Oh yeah.
That's all the kitchen.
Sorted dry cereals, steamed wheat, scrambled eggs, fresh milk, stewed fruit, toast, bread, butter, and coffee. It's a pretty basic breakfast.
I reckon it tastes good.
There's some of your seats over there.
Yeah, I was about to say they're all the benches. The benches that they would have had out here.
The food was some of the best in the federal prison system. The guards and inmates ate the same meal since the inmates had to access to metal knives, forks and spoons. It was also the most dangerous room in Alcatraz. Patrolling guards and tear gas canisters mounted the ceiling kept prisoners in line.
Oh wow.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah. So scary time to eat food.
Isn't it? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That looks good. I'd like to play that.
Hey, Dylan, what's with the keys up there?
Okay.
The keys hanging on. Is that just to tease the prisoners?
No, that's probably to unlock the door.
Ah.
Oh, there'd be a guy up there lower it down to the...
To the prisoners to unlock the door?
Maybe.
We explored the exercise yard and got a taste of what it's like to be a prisoner, with guards watching from the perimeter fence. It was freezing, but we were curious about the line forming at the doorway. We noticed what looked like bullet holes nearby. Do you think that's what they were? As we stepped out, we were greeted by another breathtaking view of the bay and the Golden Gate Bridge. Dylan pointed out how scary the ledge of the guard walkway was.
That's the only thing I heard.
Oh, that looks sketchy.
Yeah, it is now.
We unexpectedly met a wildlife researcher studying a fascinating colony of cormorants. These seabirds are currently nesting with their babies. We had a brief chat and discovered that cormorants have webbed feet and can dive underwater for extended periods to catch fish. Pretty interesting. This part of the island is absolutely stunning, with its gorgeous gardens. Now we're off to the Souvenir Store to see what treasures we can find to bring home. I spotted a really cool snow globe, but it was quite large.
There is this magnet as well.
This is a Golden Gate Bridge.
Metal. Like that?
Yeah, it's good. God privileges, no gambling is allowed. You may play chess, checkers, or backgammon.
Key?
Yeah?
You have to.
What does the key say?
This says on it, Golden Gate National Parks and the Alcatraz.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
the key to Alcatraz.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
$15.
So you're entitled to food, clothing, shelter, and medical attention. Anything else that you get is a privilege.
That's a good one for the kids.
Yeah,
The kids.
that is a good one. Yeah, that is actually a pretty good one. You're just like, I'm getting that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're getting 2 magnets. This is metal, so they're sticking to it.
Oh, yeah.
1 magnet, 2 magnets. The key. So see, look, they're selling the rock, so you can buy a piece of history. You can buy a rock at Alcatraz.
As we made our way back to the dock, we stumbled upon a tunnel that seemed to lead to storage space, and inside we found additional information about the fort. The lovely ranger at the info desk gave the kids Junior Ranger booklets. At this stage we were short of time, so the lady said by completing just 4 pages they could earn a free Junior Ranger badge.
I promise to protect first ever Junior Ranger badges. Congratulations!
Yay! Corey was thrilled with his badge, a perfect end to our amazing day. On the ferry ride back, we noticed a sign warning about the consequences of aiding prisoners escape. Once back on land, we also discovered a cannon and a fantastic display of the Alcatraz Island that we hadn't seen before. It was an incredible day. Thanks for watching, and we will see you all in the next video.